Romans 10, 9 through 10, that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe in thine heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. Good evening, guys. Tony here. It's Monday, May the 10th. This is the first installment of my new series of videos that's going to be entitled, I Saw a Miracle. This is going to be about miracles and extraordinary things that's happened in my life where God has spared me or showed me something miraculous. And thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy. This first episode is going to be called, I Should Have Drowned. Now, back in the 80s, the mid-late 80s, anybody that's familiar with North Carolina and Carowinds may remember the water park back in those days was called Ocean Island. And around this same time period was also a really tragic event happened. Some hunters were shooting 30 rifles up in the air, or 30-06 or something up in the air, and the bullet straight and hit a couple of people in the pool from, miles and miles away. It was incredible. I'm not sure, to be honest. I can't remember if these people lived or died, but I think they lived. I wasn't there that day, but my brother and some other people that I knew were there. But this particular day, like I said, it was close to that time frame. But I was out there with my cousins, 3 or 4 of my cousins, and then I couldn't swim. I was 13 years old, and I could not. I might have been 14, but I could not swim. And I didn't learn how to swim until I was about 17 years old. But we were at the deep end of the pool. Ocean Island wasn't like the new water park. Ocean Island the waves were really big. It was a really big pool, but the waves were really big, and the safety wasn't as much of an issue as it is nowadays. And people would get there. They would rent the floats, and they would go out on it. And the only way you know that the waves were about to start, there would be a loud buzzer would. And then the waves would start to gradually build up. Well, we couldn't find a place to sit down in the sun. Whatever. We couldn't find a lounge chair anywhere except right at the deep end of the pool. And where we was at, there wasn't any lifeguards on duty. Now, there were lifeguards there throughout the day, but just the post that was nearest us didn't have a lifeguard there. And my cousin none of them know, maybe one of them, but the one that did this did not know that I couldn't swim. But being funny, he shoved me into the deep end after the waves had done started and gotten big. And I guess he pushed me and then turned around. I don't know how he didn't see this happen. But I went into complete panic mode. And where I was standing from the back of the swimming pool, now this is kind of hard to describe, but the very back of the pool where the waves started to come out, there was a little ledge. It was probably about maybe 8 to 12 inches sticking out. And, it was just, the waves would come out of these holes or whatever, come out of the side. And that was the only thing on that back wall was like this ledge. I was a good probably, guys, I'm not exaggerating here, it's probably 20, 30 feet from that ledge. Quite a distance. When he pushed me in and I'm falling towards the water, like I said, I went into complete panic mode. And I screamed, I closed my eyes, screamed out, and I said, oh, God, this seems to be like what I always do. I don't know when I go into panic mode, I just scream, oh, God. And I scream out to God, as if for help, because I just knew I was going to drown. And I had my arms reached out and over my head and I hit the water, and I closed my eyes. Well, I know this sounds impossible, guys, but I don't have an explanation for this. The only explanation was that I flew. It's the only explanation, or God put me to that back wall. But I was instantly, when I closed my eyes, my hands hit the wall. I didn't get hurt, but my hands hit the wall right at that ledge, and I opened my eyes and I grabbed on. I know this sounds extremely impossible, but that's exactly what happened. I shimmied all the way over back to the side where my cousin was, and I got out of the pool. I mean, I was shaking all over. I must have been pale white. I said, why did you push me in the pool? He says, what do you mean? He says, I could have drowned. I don't know how to swim. And then he says, I thought you could swim. I didn't know. I said, did you see what just happened, though? And I was trying to explain to him what happened. He says, I wasn't even looking. And I said, how could you not been looking? I mean, evidently nobody saw it. I mean, there was hundreds of people in this water park. I mean, there's not that many people in that deep end of the pool. I mean, because, people start to get in the pool. They come, out into the pool from the other side. I don't even think they would let them jump off the side. They had to, pretty sure they had to come in from the front, with the shallow end. So people were already in the pool and they were close, but there wasn't nobody right in that spot. And it could have been it was early in the day, but there was still a lot of people there. At any rate, nobody saw what happened, at least as far as I know. But all I know, guys, is I stuck my hands out, closed my eyes, and I had to have flown 20, 30 feet to hit that back ledge. I mean, I just knew it was over. I knew I was going to drown. I mean, all these thoughts was running through my head. They wouldn't have, with all the noise and the waves, they probably wouldn't even realize I was drowning until it was too late. I mean, it's possible they could have pulled me up and revived me, but guys, it scared me to death. But that was the first real miracle, at least of that kind of miracle that I can remember. There may have been many others that I don't remember, or many others that happened that, like things probably happen to us in our lives that we don't even realize are miracles. I say sometimes about people that get in a hurry when they're in traffic and all, and they get caught up by an ambulance or get a funeral or something. They get all mad and they're like, I can't believe I'm stuck in a funeral. What about the people that are in the funeral? What are they going through? Or what about the people in the ambulance that might be dying and they're trying to rush them to the hospital? All we care about is just trying to get to where we're going. But my point is that how do we know that how many times have we been stuck in traffic because of something and it was really God preventing us from certain death right down the road? We don't, and just an example, God protects us. He protects his children. And there's no telling how many times in our lives that we experience miracles that don't even realize it. But this time, guys, it was a circumstantial. I guess if God's looking after us, I guess in a situation like this, he has to react. And I know what happened. And like I said, nobody else seemed to see it. Nobody else seemed to have witnessed it. My cousin certainly didn't. He was apologetic and everything that he didn't know I could swim and all, but guys, it was a miracle. 20, 30 feet, even if I had run as fast as I could and jumped with my arms out, I probably wouldn't have made that jump. And even if I did, I would have smashed into the wall. So he pushed me. I went straight into the pool. He didn't push me like Hercules. I mean, he just pushed me in and I stumbled and then went down like that. I don't know how that happened except God. There's no other explanation for it. God put me up against that edge of that pool and he saved my life. So guys, I'm going to be doing these videos and tell you that there's been so many times things like this has happened to me that it's so far beyond coincidence. It's not even funny anymore. God has been protecting me for some reason. I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy of anything. I'm a sinner. I've done things in my life that I'm ashamed of. And I don't deserve the love that God has given me throughout my life. But if you haven't accepted the Lord Jesus Christ, do it. We're very close to the end times now. And I know for sure with all my heart that Jesus is about to come and get his church. So accept him today while there's still time. There's steps in the description, guys. And I will see you on the next video. And I'm sure that you will enjoy it because these miracles get better as they go. I'm telling you, there's a couple of these things that happen that it'll blow your mind. I mean, it's incredible. And like I said, I'm sure that you guys have your own miracle testimonies. So I invite you to put them in the comments. It doesn't matter if they're long or not, because that's what this series is for. I want people to share your miracles, guys. Let's bring some people to Christ. Let's tell them our testimonies and tell them what God has done for us. You know, all through the Bible where Jesus had helped people and made the blind to see and so forth, he would always tell them, go tell the people what God has done for you. So let's tell them what he's done for us, guys, and let's win some people for Jesus Christ. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next video.